Showtime, my friends! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shogun Zorra and thank you for tuning in. And today we're going to discuss about anime as usual. But the problem is with some anime, if you want to watch a new anime and you're not sure because there are a lot of anime that have multiple episodes or many spin-offs of many parts, that's really confusing. Example, One Piece has 900 plus episodes, Detective Conan has 900 plus episodes, and then maybe you're not sure if you want to start the show because if the first few episodes doesn't really make sense to you, then you don't have to encourage me to watch later on the other episode, which is like a better example. One Piece, I would say One Piece, the first few episodes is okay, but later on it gets much better. And yeah, that's sort of the problem. For you, I have few animes where the first episode is really good and it's really intense, and you will enjoy it afterwards directly after watching the first episode. The anime that I'm going to introduce you are Dr. Stone's Demon Slayer, Akamaga, Attack on Titan, Promised Neverland, Darling in the Franxx, Seven Deadly Sins, Astara Lost in Space, and Urotsuki Are You One That Loves Me. I've written down everything here, like in my small chartboard, like my small board. Yes, and yeah, the reason why I showed you directly all the anime that I'm going to introduce you is simple. The problem is with few animes, like where the first episode is really good and intense, you will already get spoiled by the synopsis, so what this anime is about, or like the trailer. So if you haven't heard any of these anime and you want to start an anime, yes, you should watch, like I said, Dr. Stone, Demon Slayer, Akamaga Kill, Attack on Titan, Promised Neverland, Darling in the Franxx, Seven Deadly Sins, Astara Lost in Space, and Urotsuki Are You the One Who Loves Me. The thing is with the anime, I could talk about them, but it will always spoil the show, like the first episode. So technically, you can stop watching at this point, because these are all the anime that I want you to watch without having prior knowledge. But maybe you have knowledge about a few animes, but you are not. If you haven't watched them, then you should, because they are really good and you will enjoy them. But I will talk about. Technically, I want to talk about them with you, about these specific anime, and I won't go into detail that spoils the first episodes, like the synopsis or the trailers. So yes, here we go. Demon Slayer, Promised Neverland, and Attack on Titan. Yeah, I would say they've all the surprise factor. You can see the reason why I say surprise factor is in the first episode I just want to say you get surprised. You wouldn't expect what's going to happen, because you get in a specific mood or specific atmosphere watching the show, and then it changes. But I don't want to go into further details because it will spoil everything. And yeah, so Demon Slayer has 26 episodes, and so most of the anime are still airing. So like Demon Slayer has only 26 episodes, but it will continue in the future. Promised Neverland has right now 12 episodes, still second season is coming. Attack on Titan is now on the fourth season. The fourth season is coming right now, so you should get excited, because all these animes are really good and you get really hooked by the anime. They have this surprise factor. Then for I want to say more adventurous type, I would say Seven Deadly Sins and Darling in the Franxx. Seven Deadly Sins is really good anime. Yeah, that's why I recommend it. Yes, Seven Deadly Sins is a really good anime, and if you watch the anime, the first episode is sort of a mystery, because they're talking about people, and later on, yeah, you get introduced to specific characters and you see how powerful they are, and then you want to ask yourself, if they are really that powerful, how the other characters and his allies and stuff. So you should watch it, and it's more adventurous, action, also a little bit comedy anime that we really enjoy. For Darling in the Franxx is sort of also the same, because we get introduced to specific characters, and characters have sort of like let's say special abilities, and you get introduced to main characters and other characters, and you see how should I say it? You see how they are strong, and how strong they are, and the episode shows you what they can do, and then you get excited. Technically, you get excited to see how they're going to progress in the future. And this anime, I want to say about the anime, they show they show some scenes, and if you see the scene, it will explain a lot of stuff that isn't directly explained or stated. Oh yeah, I forgot. 7 Deadly Sins has currently 72 episodes. It's still airing. Darling and Friends has 24 episodes. It's already completed the show. Now we have Astra Lost in Space. Astra Lost in Space. Yeah, Astra Lost in Space is an anime that takes more place in the distant future in the year 2060. And yeah, the anime is a more like adventure psychological anime that can mess up a little bit with your mind. But I think it's really good, and also has 12 episodes. It's already continued and it's finished already. Astra Lost in Space has only has 12 episodes, and the first and the second and last episode are 1 hour long. I will say you should invest in this anime because they're pretty good. And now, let's say the final 4 episodes of this anime, you should watch it at night because it gives you a more better feeling. Now we have more comedy, comedy romance anime in the school setting. Otaku, are you the only one who loves me? Let's say I watch a lot of anime with the similar setting, like comedy, action, comedy, romance and stuff in the school setting. But Otaku, the first episode is so intense and it's so funny. The thing is, I watch, of course, a lot of anime, but when I compare it to other animes, the stuff that happens, especially in the first episode, in the first 3 episodes, it would take multiple episodes in other comedy romance anime, almost like 5 to 7 episodes. But everything that happens, like the characters and situation, it happens in the first 3 episodes and so freaking intense. Oh my, I was mind blown by the anime. You should watch it if you like the comedy romance anime. And it has only 12 episodes, but more episodes will come, I hope. Akame ga Kill. Akame ga Kill has 24 episodes. Akame ga Kill is like an anime where the main character is like zero to hero. Like, he's in the beginning he's not that strong, but later he gets stronger. And with the character gets introduced, with the character that get introduced, it's really amazing how it progresses and what they're going to do, because the world in the anime is kind of messed up, and if you like more brutal anime with more blood, then you should watch it because you will enjoy it, and the characters are very intense in the first episode. The last anime I have Dr. Stone. If you heard of Dr. Stone, you probably know about it, but if you had never heard of Dr. Stone, you should, yes. If you never heard about Dr. Stone, you should watch the anime because the anime is mind-blowing, and the setting that takes place. I don't want to talk about the setting because it would spoil a little bit about the first episode, I think. And the main character is so amazing, smart, that's brilliant. And yes, you should watch it because it's a beautiful anime. It has 24 episodes, it's still airing, so more episodes will come in the future. Yeah, that's all the animes. I have also 2 animes honorable mention. And the first anime is Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. Maybe you ask me, why Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters? The thing is, when you watch, let's say you don't have any prior knowledge of Yu-Gi-Oh! And you watch the first episode, you think, what Yugi did, so spoiler, in the first episode, what Yugi did, defeating Kaiba with Exodia was cool, right? But later on, if you watch other Yu-Gi-Oh! Shows or watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, like when it has already 200 episodes, you realize what Yugi did was one of the biggest overkill anime, because the thing is, Exodia in the show at least, it's really hard to summon to get out, and that Yugi did this in the 3rd episode and destroyed Kaiba, who was an elite duelist, destroyed him with Exodia. It's really messed. It's one of the biggest overkill because Exodia is like, it's an instant win move. And yeah, the second anime is, for honorable mention, is Digimon 2020. So the rebirth of Digimon Adventure. If you ask Digimon, yeah, Digimon Adventure 2020 is the reboot. Is really good. The episodes are really good. If you never watched Digimon, you should watch like the Digimon 2020 because it's really good, and the characters are technically the same, the character design, and it's the same as the Adventure one, like for past 20 years ago. And the characters, I feel like have a little bit more life, and the situation it takes place in year 2020, and it's more modern and really cool to see characters. And the world is different if you haven't watched Digimon. If you have watched Digimon, it's almost completely different. I would say it's better portrayed with the characters and the world setting in Digimon 2020. So yeah, these are the animes I want to introduce you with the first episode, where I thought these first episodes are really intense and you enjoy it if you watch the first episode. Maybe the first episode is maybe nothing for you, it can happen. So if there are some other animes that I recommended to you, you can watch. So yeah, that's it. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please punch the like button, and if you enjoyed the channel, United States the subscribe button. Yes, I want to get to the channel this year to at least 1,000 subscribers. Would be really cool. Doing YouTube now almost 5 years, and it's not accomplished. It's really hard, but I want to accomplish it with you. So thank you, and yeah, see you next time. Follow me on social media at Shogun Zorra and official Shogun Zorra. Here my Twitter and my Instagram, so you can see it. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Stay safe, and don't forget, life is Showtime. Peace.